This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, leading the league in podcasting entertainment.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is a Fast Break Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Alongside me is Ricky Widmer.
What's up, what's up?
Dave Oster.
Yeah, I'm going to save you this week. Not doing it.
I love you, Dave. I love you so much. Thanks for coming to the good side. Anyways, this week we're going to be talking about LeBron James finally signing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. 3 years, $100 million. Then we're also going to be jumping into the NBA schedule that was released. We'll be previewing it, what games we like, what games we don't like, what we're excited for, what we kind of see in this season. And then we're going to wrap it up talking about the top 30 point guards in the NBA. We're going to be power ranking them. There's also going to be an article to go along with them. So hope you join us through the whole thing. And if you're listening to us on Blog Talk Radio, welcome. We are finally now on Blog Talk Radio. This is our second episode that's being posted. So again, welcome to Blog Talk Radio. And if you're on SoundCloud or if you're on YouTube and you want to check out the full podcast, we're going to be officially moving over to Blog Talk Radio on October 1st. So we're going to be no longer on SoundCloud. Our full podcasts are no longer going to be on SoundCloud. They're all going to be on Blog Talk Radio. Our podcasts are still going to be separated on YouTube, though. So if you're still on YouTube, nothing changed. You could also check out the video we did on our YouTube channel about this. But anyways, let's jump into the action. Let's jump into the podcast here. LeBron James finally signs with the Cleveland Cavaliers. 3 years, $100 million. What does this mean for the NBA?
I mean, for the NBA, the big thing I was thinking coming into this was I thought he would take, like, okay, here's my year, and then let me get my, like, it's the same thing with Russell Westbrook that I had. I'm just going to take the year now and then cash in basically next year instead of taking, 2 years, and then he gets the opt-out clause after that second year?
Yeah,
that's correct, yeah.
2 years and then a player option for the third.
So, I mean, he's basically coming into it after that second cap bubble already pops.
Yeah, and this contract also makes LeBron James the first year he's going to make $31 million, so that's going to make him the highest player in the highest paid player in the NBA. That's the first time he's ever been the highest paid player. And then in 2017, he's going to be making $33 million. That's going to be the highest ever since Jordan made $33 million in the 1997 season. Does this shock you? And does it shock you? I mean, not really, because he is the best player in the NBA.
Absolutely shocks me.
But does it shock you that he did take this money?
Yeah, I mean, especially with the fact that they haven't, signed J.R. Smith yet. So I don't know where J.R. money is going to come from, but look, LeBron deserves it. We all know it. It just kind of was a matter of time. It I don't know, bugs me weirdly that, like, the middle to very good guys are getting, the most played player of the year, like Mike Conley was up to this point, and we're pretty sure that wasn't going to stand, but it's like, okay, you're getting paid because of money and timing, but not necessarily because you're the best and you deserve that much money. LeBron outright, I mean, if there wasn't a cap, it would just be give LeBron all your money.
Basically.
Well, and I'm going to go on the other side. It doesn't surprise me that he's taking this much money because before, when he goes to Miami, it's, you know what, I'm going to take less money than I believe I'm owed because I want to play with D-Wade, I want to play with Bosh, I want to win my first title. Then he comes back to Cleveland. Oh, I may not be the highest paid player, but I just want to win a championship for Cleveland. Guess what? That championship is over. Now give me my money. That's what it is. It's, I won you the championship. No one's got to talk anymore about LeBron bringing a championship home. I did.
All the pressure's off.
Yeah, now I can be the highest paid player and not have to worry about who's on my team.
I think I agree with that. I think I can see that. And plus, it's not like he's worrying about who's on his team. He's still got Caleb. He's still got Kyrie Irving. I know J.R. Smith is a huge piece of that. But
it's
still
different because last year it's like, okay, let me take this much less so that we can re-sign this guy, re-sign that guy. And now he can just say, no, give me my money, then I'll let you figure out everything else because I already got the championship for Cleveland.
And I feel like he should be doing that. I mean, again, he is the best player in the NBA, has been the best player since about, 2005, 2006, around there. Probably, Kobe would be in that discussion as well.
Yeah, say Kobe thrown down still, but,
But, LeBron has been the best player in the NBA, at least from 2010 and on, and he is the king for a reason. And it's finally good to see the top player in their sport be paid the highest because you usually don't see that in sports. I mean, probably outside of baseball, it's the only sport that doesn't play. Like
baseball, it seems like you get that big contract and then they just stop trying. Little Albert Pujols jab because fuck Pujols.
He also got older though.
Yeah, but still,
do you think
A-Rod gained the giant contract? It's every time you get those giant contracts, it's like all of a sudden you start to see performance go down. Are you concerned about that for LeBron? Think he's going to take a slack year?
I was about to ask that. Are you worried about LeBron kind of taking a slack year? But not even.
Kind of.
I'm not at all.
Is this the year he gets injured?
No,
LeBron's untouchable. Like,
Knocking on wood for Cleveland fans.
Does cramping count? Does cramping count as an injury?
Carry him off the court. Get that boy some Gatorade.
See, again,
Powerade contract.
Yeah,
No.
Powerade.
it doesn't.
Gotta think those sponsorships, man.
Yep.
It doesn't surprise me that LeBron's taking this money, and it's obviously worth it if he can stay healthy.
I think
which
he might
has.
play less games though this year. I think he might kind of get a little more rest in because he now does have that kind of monkey off his back. They got their championship, and now it's a question of okay, can we repeat it with the same guys? And they've kept for the most part the same guys. Actually, adding in or letting Delly go and picking up Dunleavy, I think that's a clean exchange. Dunleavy, that spot up shooting, and he is just as dirty of a player as Dellavedova was. So I like it. I think that's a good matchup.
And losing Mozgov too, as well.
Yeah,
but
huge loss with Mozgov.
Dude rode the bench so hard in the finals, man.
Anyways.
That bench is gonna get cold.
But yeah, I think LeBron will probably play 70 games.
Do you think they'll kind of do the Tim Duncan experience where
not that much.
Not as much, yeah. But you think he'll play around 70? He won't play the full 82?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go full 82 this year.
The question is JR though.
Well, that's
Is
what
JR
that's what I was going to bring up. How does this affect?
thing.
Yeah, how does this affect the Cavs? I mean, with this cap, does this affect the Cavs that much?
I think it may. It may affect them to where it's like, okay, well, you know what, JR, here's how much money you're gonna have to take, and it may come down to JR saying, no, I'll get more money somewhere else. You guys aren't that cool.
Can he?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, there may be a team that's like, hey, you know what? Here, we'll take him just because he did well. I think his best
But JR
bet.
sat out as a free agent for long periods of time, and no one's actually even thrown offers to him. He did the same thing last year. Nobody wanted him.
His best bet is going if I was him, whatever contract Cleveland offers, I take it because this is the first time, like you mentioned, Dave. This is the first time in his career where it's kind of like he's found a home to me.
Yeah.
Where with the Knicks, he was never really at home. It always felt like, okay, he's playing to get that next big deal. With this one, it's like, yeah, you may say like, oh, well, he's just riding LeBron's coattails to a championship, but it's the first place where it's like, hey, you know what? He fits in, and this is the team
He has a role.
where he belongs.
Yeah. He does fit well with the Cavs, but I mean, still, you wouldn't want a player who's scoring 12 off the bench. He's shooting 41% from the field and 40% from three. I mean, teams want 3-point shooting, and he's obviously shooting efficiently there.
And the thing that the stats don't tell you is when that guy goes on a heater, he just drops it. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. He can go lights out shooting. Even in like inopportune times when they're like, hey, 2 years ago in the final series when he just started dropping threes like left and right when the game was over.
And we saw it this year too. I mean, he even shot 43% from three in the playoffs. I mean, he improved his numbers. You don't think a team would want that?
Oh, I would fucking say, Tony Snell, you're gone right now, and we're gonna find a way to get.
But you
JR.
have to put up with the shirtless, and
we got Rajon Rondo on this team. Let's just bring the reality show here to Chicago.
where's Lance Stevenson at? Can we get him
yeah,
still?
we gotta get him too.
Like, Jesus, JR has some. I think JR, like you guys said, he found his comfort zone in Cleveland. Those are his guys.
And LeBron kept him in check.
Yeah.
LeBron, Kyrie kind of keep him in check so he doesn't get, like you said, that he had to deal with the shirtlessness. That was after they already won.
He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he
it was
just
after they
drinking
won.
like crazy. I don't think he was sober for about a month.
What, when his kid on national TV, I'm just surprised he didn't get thrown off the team.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Do you think the Cavs are still going to make the finals? Are they still? I mean, even without JR, I mean, this is kind of an absurd question, but do you still think this makes them? Are they
They're still
the
favorites in the East. Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals for sure. Finals, I'm not quite sure if I can lock them in yet.
In the finals?
Yeah, I'm not quite.
What's making you hesitant for the?
I'm going to say 90% chance they get back to the finals.
Who you knocking them off potentially?
There could be like I'm looking at. I want to see how Boston and how Toronto do this season because they could be that. They're the 10% chance of could someone knock them off?
Not Indiana.
Indiana may be good regular season, second best team record wise, but in the playoffs, I don't think they're going to do anything right now.
They
that's
could
how
have
I
interesting
feel.
matchup wise. They brought in a lot of veteran talent, so I think they could take anybody deep in a series.
And you got a guy like Paul George. I mean, and I know LeBron's in a complete separate category, but if you're talking about best small forwards, I mean, Paul George easily in the top 5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got a guy that might be able to match up with LeBron there and Paul George. What do you think this means for future contracts for LeBron? Is this his last big payday, or do you think he will?
I think I think this is setting up for Team Banana Boat. This is all about him and his friends pairing up in the next couple of years.
It is, and I'm gonna throw it out.
Go ahead
there.
and unleash the tinfoil hat theory because it was beautiful.
No, I'm not gonna okay. So Sean, I'm gonna take this from you. Sean sent both me and Dave a Reddit article, and it basically set up the perfect situation for Melo, CP3, D Wade, LeBron, all coming to the Bulls. And I remember I was sitting there with Brandon when I read it, and I read it to him, and I'm like, why am I smiling? I know this ain't going to happen. Why am I smiling?
There's zero chances happening, but it's a fun read.
However, there's a part of me that's like, there's some team that's going to get this.
No.
Yes.
You think LeBron will leave Cleveland in 2 years?
Could be Cleveland.
Do you think he will leave?
It could be Cleveland. I think that
Do you think they'll give up Kyrie and Caleb to bring this in?
I would go Caleb in a heartbeat. Kyrie
saying,
probably still, yeah.
All I'm saying is,
Really?
in the past, these 5 have been like, hey, we'd like to play with each other. They're not getting any younger.
Yeah,
they're all going to be free agents
careers.
at the same time.
So
Pat Riley, get it done.
All right, let me fill people in. Okay, so LeBron has the player 3, the year 3 player option. So D Wade's contract is for 2 years with a player option for the second. He will accept his second year and hit free agency in 2018. LeBron will decline his player option for the third year. He will become a free agent in 2018. Chris Paul has a player option for 2017. He'll likely accept it. Then he becomes a free agent in 2018. Carmelo has an early termination player option for 2018. He'll decline it. Then he'll become a free agent in 2018. All 4 of them will be a free agent at the time. Then this guy on r/Chicago Bulls is saying that Jimmy Butler will be on contract and Robin Lopez will be on contract, and then Valentine, Portis, and Grant under contracts. That's 5 players, $43 million off the cap.
Just get a couple ring chasers, and we got ourselves a team.
Cap's most likely going to be 130. So then LeBron gets $20 million per 2 years. Paul gets $20 million per 2 years. Melo gets $20 million per 2 years. Wade gets $20 million per 2 years.
You're forgetting the key piece. James Jones is going to be on that team.
Of
Because
course,
he follows LeBron wherever he goes. But I'm going to throw in another. I mentioned Pat Riley. That could be another tinfoil hat series of, could you just picture it? After some years where D Wade's out, Pat Riley doing the right thing, bringing D Wade back home with his buddies to win another title in Miami.
You think that team can win a title?
Titles? Oh, yeah.
You think Melo in 2 years, D Wade in 2 years, and Chris Paul in 2 years?
Team Old Man could win a title.
You think Team Old Man can win a title?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
They have a chance.
110%.
They have a chance to win a title.
Okay.
Will they? I probably not.
D Wade will be
for
36,
sure.
2 years more on these knees.
If he goes to Germany and gets that knee stuff that Kobe had done, I got no problem with that.
Kobe comes back, rides the bench.
Chances that this happens. Chances that the team banana
Negative 40%.
Negative 40%.
I think it would be amazing to see, though.
Ricky?
I'm going to say 20%. Right now, sitting 20%.
It's pretty high.
It's a viable option. I think I'm leaning more towards it's going to happen.
The thing is,
Are
it
you
is
serious?
possible to happen. So it can.
It is possible.
Well, the reason why
But
I'm
will
saying
it?
I think it's really, like, to me, 20% is like it's really going to happen is because it's one of those things where it's like they're going to be a lot of them are going to be towards the end of their time in the NBA. It's
Well,
gonna
D Wade
like,
will be.
It's going to be like
Chris Paul will be around 33.
It's going to be. They're all going to be sitting in Bermuda or fucking Jamaica or wherever they go in the off season. They're all going to be sitting there on that boat going,
where do we go?
let's give it one. Let's give it 1 year. I've always wanted to play together.
Oh, God.
Let's fucking do it. And basically, you know how we had the KD meetings where it's like, yeah, you got to go meet with one. No. You're meeting with all 4 of them. We're having a 4-person meeting with teams.
Because that way, it would set up for Space Jam 2.
Oh, my God.
Think about it.
Are they the Monstars? Are they the Monstars?
No, the Monstars come back and
they
they
only have to take one team instead of taking people from all around the league.
Okay.
They only got to go to one team.
Okay, so Chicago, Bill Murray fits there. LeBron or Michael already fits there. So you got those 2 off the bench. So then you got a starting lineup of Chris Paul, LeBron, D Wade, Carmelo, and Jimmy Butler. Who's playing the 5?
Isn't it Rolo? Rolo would play the 5.
You're gonna push Jimmy.
D Wade would come off the bench. He'd be old enough. Yeah, the starting lineup would more.
You guys are fucking insane.
Okay, here's what the starting lineup would be. It'd be more CP3, Jimmy Butler at the 1-2. You've got fucking LeBron or Melo at the 3, whatever one.
Melo at the 3.
Other one at the 4, and then Rolo at the 5. D Wade's your 6th man of the year.
God damn it, this is terrible.
This is awful.
And
Anyways.
then Valentine and
All right, let's get back.
Just kill it.
Dougie.
Let's get back on track. All right.
James
Will
Jones.
LeBron win another title in these 2 years? Because he's guaranteed to be in Cleveland for 2 more years. Will he win a title in the next 2 years?
Maybe
No. Give me a yes or no answer.
50%.
Give me a yes or no answer. Will he win a title?
Well,
Will he win a
6 to
title?
1, half dozen to the other.
Let me talk you through this.
Okay.
All
This year, I do not think the Cavs are going to win it
Why?
because of the super team.
Okay.
The second year, though, Maybe, but I can't give an answer only because it's one of those things. I don't know what's going to happen next offseason.
I would think you would say the super team needs a year to gel almost. So this would be the best chance to strike now.
Nah, I don't think that's. I think the super team wins it this year. They win it at all.
What would be your push for, like, what would they need to bring in 2017, that free agency, to say that they could win a title? Russ?
Maybe.
Russ just signed an extension. Russ isn't going anywhere.
I know. I'm just.
See, it's just. I'm gonna
being a
say,
dick.
I'm gonna lean towards no, but I'm gonna say if they do, it's got to be that second year. It's not gonna be this year.
Will he win another title, Dave?
In Cleveland in the next 2 years. No, they're done.
They're done?
I don't think they win another championship.
They done so.
Warriors sweep in the next 2 years?
I think it's hard to see any other team competing against that. That is just ridiculous.
I would probably say it's more likely that the Cavs get bounced in the Eastern Conference Finals than that you win the Finals in the next 2 years, just because of that super team. And I think I agree with Dave. If they're going to win it any year, it's going to be this year. Whether this team's younger. I mean, Kyrie's going to be hitting more of his prime then, but K Love's going to be older. Tristan Thompson's going to be older. LeBron's even going to be older. You're going to deal with more cap problems the next year, so you're not really sure how much of that team you can bring back. This year, with the super team possibly not gelling or an injury, I think this would be the only chance he has.
My hope
I'm
is
still gonna say no,
they,
though.
for some awful reason, pass KD the ball late and he chokes again like he's known to do.
I would love
and then, Cleveland takes another championship.